Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go get him. It's week 7. It's crazy to see how fast the season's been going, especially with how off my picks have been this year. No excuses. Last week, 2-5. One big thing I want to talk about this week is the change in formation of my picks. So I did basically let's just do a mid-season recap, right? So we're close to halfway through with the season. Technically week 7 is more like the end of week 7 is halfway through the season, but we can kind of do a recap right now. So far, all of my picks combined with my money lines, over-unders, everything, looking at 44%. Okay? That's terrible because that means you're losing 100%. So if everybody was picking what I'm picking, you're losing and you'd be in the same spot as me. You want to be in it, you want to be up, you be down. So the thing is, I looked and broke down my spreads and I broke down everything. Broke down my money lines, my over-unders, everything. I'm changing up the format. On spread picks, I'm at 55%. So that's better, right? You're doing a tad bit better. You're getting by, right? Still not where I want to be, but you're still getting there. I'm looking at more being between the 60 to 70%. Ideally, I'd actually love to be at 65% because I've done that before. So we're going to get closer to that. And basically, we're going to change up the format. There's not going to be any more over-under picks, no more money line picks. Sometimes there'll be a money line pick in there, but it's not going to be a part of the show anymore. They were fun, but they're not revenue generating. So it's not going to happen. So we're going to go back to 6 spread picks and then a go get 'em pick, which is still a spread pick. So technically, we're going to have 7 picks against the spread. Education this week, I'm going to talk about parlays. So basically what you've been seeing is I'm picking games, right? Some of those games I pick individually. But basically what I do is for all my picks, I'll still parlay them. Because at the end of the day, the parlays pay out well. Depends what you want to put on a parlay. Sometimes I'll put $5 on it, $10 on it, whatever. It depends on my confidence level, right? Usually I'm highly confident, so I usually stay consistent with a 10 or maybe even a $20 parlay. It gets a little itchy though, or a little in between when you talk about parlaying with money lines and over-unders. Usually you want to do it with, only your spread picks, and you want to probably keep it less than 4 or 5 games, right? Like if you start going over 4 and 5 games, you're kind of hitting some crazy water because that's a lot of games that you got to hit in a row. I mean, that's the point of my show, right? I'm trying to pick 100%, so why not parlay them all? So I like parlays. They pay out higher. You're basically just adding all those games up, right? So you're kind of tagging them all together. If one doesn't hit, none of it hits though. So you really kind of got to pay attention to how you're parlaying, which games you're parlaying. Change up combos if you want. Kind of just depends on what you're willing to wager, really. So, I mean, I like putting $1 on it. Shoot, you could put $1 on a parlay, and it could be a 10-game parlay and get a shot at winning a couple $100. It just depends on what you want to play. It's fun, right? You still got $1 on a game, still have fun. So let's get the show going. Guest pick this week is actually from my wife. Love you, Athina. She's like a big Notre Dame fan. It's kind of funny. Notre Dame SC game. She's been talking about it nonstop. I think we'll actually be able to watch the game together because she can't stand football. But she's taking Notre Dame, -11. I think it's a good pick, especially if SC is starting to think they got a shot. I'm staying away from the game just because I know SC's been surprising a lot of people against the spread, and I'm kind of changing up how I'm picking against the spread. So, that's a good pick. That's a guest pick of the week, so we'll see what happens, huh? And game 1, UAB -12 at UTSA. I'm taking UAB to cover. I like the -12 here. UAB's offense is something special. This matchup last year was 52-3. UAB's just a good team. They're still playing well. They're 4-1 right now. UTSA has really struggled to score this year. They're at 18.2 points a game. And I know they played teams like Army and, a couple Big 12 teams. But at the end of the day, you still got to put up points, and they're not able to do so. And even though UTSA is at home this week, that's their only advantage. And it's not even true home field advantage because it's not like there's 100,000 people showing up to these games. It's not like that. Not that program. And then big thing here is that if UAB can balance out their offense and not air it out so much but develop a run game, they're really going to give UTSA some problems because UTSA is giving up over 225 yards a game on the ground. That's going to hurt them. If UAB can establish the run, it's an easy win for them. Game 2, Washington, UW -6 at Arizona. They're flying down to Tucson. Funny thing is, I'm a big Jacob Eason fan, especially when Washington struggles and comes off of a bad loss like the one they had against Stanford. They can come back and rally against a team like U of A. U of A just had a good win against Colorado, meaning what? Bad teams usually don't continue to win and go on spurts like that or streaks. It just doesn't happen. I see Khalil Tate struggling a little bit. Sorry for the background. My little puppy's kind of, he just got some peanut butter, so he loved it. Jai, get down, dude. Moving forward, Khalil Tate also, I think he'll struggle again in this game. I think UW's defense is a little too strong for him. So you'll see a little step back from Khalil Tate this coming up week. Game 3, Kent State at Akron. Kent State's -14.5. I have this written down funny. So Kent State is favored 14.5. I'm taking a point, so I'll bring it back down to 14 in case of 2 touchdown win. You get the push at least. Some people buy it down to 13.5. Kind of depends on what you want, what your odds are looking like. I just take it down to 14. Both teams here aren't the best. It's a MAC game. Not too many people love these types of games. I love them because they still make money on them. Akron's the worst team in FBS. The worst. They lost to UMass. They've taken some really bad losses. They just haven't been in games. I'm just not a fan of them, and I don't think, even though they're at home, I still don't see them even being able to really compete. Kent State blew out Bowling Green. Bowling Green's pretty bad, but I think Bowling Green's even better than Akron. And Kent State beat them 52-0. And if Dustin Crum, Kent State quarterback, can continue to have a good game, MAC game, right? Not Wisconsin or Auburn, a good MAC game, and put up over 300 plus and 3+ touchdowns like he did against Bowling Green, they're going to win this game big, at least by 20-something points. So I like that game. I love Kent State in that game, -14. Take a look at that one. You might want to stay away if you're not a MAC fan when it comes to betting, but I love them, so I'm taking them. Game 4, Virginia at Miami, -2.5. Miami's favored in this game, -2.5. Funny thing is, I don't like them. I like Virginia. I'm all about Virginia in this game. Miami just lost to Virginia Tech at home. Really wasn't a close game. They have quarterback problems, and Cozy Perry is the new quarterback now. He's going to start again this week. He had some starts last year, but the thing is, did he start the beginning of this season? No. He lost his job for a reason, people. He's not going to be able to get the job done. It's not going to happen. So I'm taking Virginia in this game. I mean, really, you can even look at them on the money line with it only being -2.5 because I think Virginia's going to win. But I'm going to take them on the spread, Virginia +2.5. I just like some of the things they got going on. If their defense can finally stop the run, they're going to win this game with ease. But if they struggle with the run, it's going to be a tough and close game. So we'll see. But I like Virginia here +2.5. Game 5, Colorado traveling to Eugene to play Oregon. Oregon's favored by 21 points. This line's been just kind of climbing. Oregon is favored by 21, which is just like, good God, like it's a Pac-12 opponent and they're favored by 21 points. Shouldn't be that bad. And the thing is, I don't like it. I like Colorado +21 here, especially off the loss that Colorado just came off of. Colorado, they get up for big games. This is a big game. I'm taking my boy Montez to lead these boys to the promised land and cover this game. The thing is, they might really give them a good game, so I definitely like this game. I don't see them getting blown out. Oregon does have a good defense, though. But if Oregon's defense can play strong, but Colorado's defense also hold up against Oregon's offense, we got a really good game here. Herbert is the question mark here. If he can get it going, the game can open up. If he kind of gets that slow start, which he usually does, then this game is going to fall right where I need it to fall. So I like Colorado +21 here. Take them. Game 6, Maryland -3.5 at Purdue. Yeah, they're going to West Lafayette. Yeah, it's a Big Ten school that upset Ohio State last year. But the thing is, you don't have Rondell Moore. You don't have one of the best players in football playing this week. And half the other teams are hurt. I can't do it. Purdue's just struggling, man. They struggled against Penn State last week. Penn State took the foot off the gas pedal. They should have blew them boys out, put 50 up, but they didn't. They decided to take a break. They said they'll save it for Iowa this week, so we'll see how that one goes. But the thing is at the end of the day, Maryland can cover. They're going to win this game by at least a touchdown. I know they've had bad losses to Temple, to Penn State, but they've had a good win against Syracuse. They can get it going. They played well against Rutgers last week. I like Josh Jackson. I think he'll be able to get these boys rolling a little bit because they're going to need it. So I'm taking them Turtles. Terps all day in that Maryland game. Maryland's favored by 3.5. I'm taking them by 3.5. They'll win by at least a tub. And for your go get 'em pick of the week, Oklahoma, Texas. Oklahoma's favored -11 at Texas. Which one do you think I'm taking? Texas, actually. I'm taking Texas plus 11. They always get up for this game. This is a big game. Talk about a rivalry, boys and girls. It's the Red River rivalry at the Texas State Fair, the Cotton Bowl. Everybody looks forward to this game every single year. I look forward to it. It's a great one. I usually stay away from it when it comes to betting it, but this year I really like it because I think Sam Ehlinger is going to be able to get his team really going for this game, which they usually do. And Jalen Hurts, this is his first time in this rivalry. I don't really know if he knows what he's getting into. And that Oklahoma defense has still not shown me a glimpse of greatness. Just show me something. The thing is, they don't care. This game, as long as Oklahoma gets a win, it's a win. Who cares? They got out of it. They don't care about covering. Nobody cares about covering this game. Oklahoma's going to keep this thing close. They're not going to try to run away with it. This game, Texas plays their heart out, probably loses by a field goal, but at the end of the day, what do? They cover. And that's why I love this game. I think it's going to be a great game. I love watching Jalen Hurts. I love that Oklahoma offense. I love watching Texas play too. So we're going to see a good Red River rivalry game this weekend. Can't wait for it on Saturday, and I can't wait to go 7-0 this week. Remember the education. Parlay. We out. Go put $1 on it. Peace.